Hello and welcome to 5 p.m. Big day at the World Cup, right? I mean, Pakistan almost done. Max Odoud will always think about that particular moment. 2 overs, 29 runs. Logan Van Beek bowling to Fahim Ashraf. Full toss, hit straight back, long on. Got under the ball, got almost there. Got just maybe on the side, but should have taken that catch. The Dutch had fielded very well. Roloff van der Merwe, very, very good catch. Couple of very good catches in the deep as well. Had that catch been taken, 29 of some 12 odd balls would have been 29 of 11 balls. Pakistan could have been done. That's the truth. Pakistan could have been done. Maybe 11, 23 of 10 balls after that. That was the critical turning point. Fahim Ashraf went on to make the most of that opportunity, hit a couple of sixes, one streaky four through slips, and Pakistan escaped from the jaws of defeat. Overall, overall, very, very ordinary team. Very ordinary team. If you actually see the way Pakistan batted and the way the Dutch batted, in the first 10 overs, the Dutch 80, Abrar really no impact, Shadab absolutely no impact, Shadab more rather than, really no impact. 4 overs for 26 again. Had it been some other tough side, could have easily taken Pakistan to the cleaners. Really, of Shaheen Afridi, 2 overs, 21 at the top. Shaheen Afridi has completely lost that zing that made him the bowler that he is. I mean, overall, one has to say, and look at the way Pakistan batted, 76 for two when Sahibzada got out. After that, it was horrific. Babar Azam. I mean, how does Babar Azam get into a T20 side for God's sake? Once again, less than a run a ball, no intent, playing like a test match innings or a 50 over innings at best. Totally outdated template, does not make any other team with this kind of batting. Babar Azam, I will say, is the real weak link of this Pakistan team. The way Babar batted, I mean, I was like, what is going on? He put the pressure on Sahibzada, and then the moment Sahibzada Farhan got out, Babar Azam himself got out. Thereafter, another quick wicket, and it was left to Fahim Ashraf and Shaheen Afridi because Shadab Khan had also got out. And had Fahim not played that 1 over after that catch drop, Pakistan was done. The Dutch would rue their chances. This was one match. I mean, Edwards clearly knows this was their match to lose after sort of getting really, really hold of Pakistan. Seven down, total control, 12 balls, 29 to go. This was definitely Holland's match to close out. I mean, and you can understand, I mean, you can now understand why Pakistan is a very ordinary T20 side. 150 conceded at one point in time. The Dutch literally threw wickets away against someone like Asaim Ayub towards the end of the innings. Otherwise, I had tweeted 160 was very much on. And had they gotten 160, they would have won. Pakistan 148, I actually thought midway Pakistan will easily finish this game in 15, 16 overs, and it was a done deal. That it will be good batting practice for all of them. I mean, the entire Pakistan top order, be it Asaim Ayub, Sahibzada Farhan, Babar Azam, almost everybody in that Pakistan order will get some decent batting practice. Oh boy, it was a decent enough start for sure. But thereafter, what you saw, Salman Ali Aga, how does Salman Ali Aga even sort of really make this T20 side as captain? Look at their strike rates. But at least Salman Ali Aga I'll still take. But Babar Azam has been around for more than a decade. I mean, if this is the way Babar Azam bats in a T20 setup, God help Pakistan. I mean, one can understand that if they played their match against India, one still doesn't know whether or not they will play. I'm told there is a U-turn possible. I'm told the Sri Lankan letter has created a lot of pressure on Pakistan. I'm told that they are indeed mulling something like that. But a lot will be dependent on the Bangladesh elections. on the 12th, is what I'm also told. But if this Pakistan side, unless there is drastic improvement, I mean, and in sport you have to say that you cannot really predict, especially in cricket. But if you go by what you've seen today against the Dutch, if this Pakistan side plays against India, they will be literally hammered. I mean, look at the bowling. Afridi has lost him. Shadab, Mohammad Nawaz, and Abrar. Abrar was literally bowling three short balls, got 2 wickets, yes, because the Dutch at the end was trying to accelerate, threw it away. Sai Mayub got a couple of wickets towards the very end, but otherwise, the frontline spinners in conditions that are relatively okay for spin bowling, Pakistan was abominably poor. Abominably poor is what I will say. They literally got out of jail. They literally got out of jail, and they must thank their stars that Max O'Dowd somehow dropped that catch. You know, this is a brilliant comment. Who has made this? Shayon Ganguly. Virat should file a defamation suit against anyone who compares him to Babar. Comment of the day, my friend. This is the comment of the day. Whoever has done that, Virat should file a defamation suit if anyone compares him to Babar. Brilliant comment, Shayan Ganguly. Chali jao, bhai. Well done. But I was at one point in our work group. I mean, one felt that the Dutch had it sealed. Pakistan literally had kind of pushed themselves to a point of no return because of that dropped catch. Somehow Fahim Ashraf got them out of jail. I'll come back to Pakistan, and I'll also come back to what is going on in terms of news about India Pakistan, because I was getting some information in the morning about what was going on. So we will talk about that as well. But let me first come to the India game. Let me first come to let me first come to the India game. Uh, I am very much looking forward to Mohammad Siraj. It was very unfortunate to note that Harshit Rana got injured, and may I also tell you that Harshit Rana needs surgery. His IPL could very much in doubt. His IPL could very, very much in doubt. He will need surgery. The Kolkata Knight Riders could have a real problem on their hands with Harshit Rana literally ruled out of the IPL. Not maybe ruled out, but definitely in doubt. If he needs surgery, and that's what I've been told, that the knee tendon, he will need surgery. And if he does need surgery, it will become touch and go because there's not much time left. And Harshit Rana's IPL would be seriously in doubt. Terrible, absolutely terrible time for this particular injury of Harshit Rana. And I will also want to say that Harshit had improved substantially, quite a bit, and had made the spot his own. He had made the spot his own. He was bowling well. The way Harshit Rana was going about his business in the T20 format, coming round to the way he bowled against Devon Conway, for example, was very good. Towards the death, he was conceding runs, but in his first spell, he was very, very impressive. So Harshit Rana plus lower order, not at 7, but maybe at 9, 8 or 9, Harshit Rana could have been a handy addition with the bat as well. But someone else's misery is other person's gain. Mohammad Siraj coming in front of Prasidh Krishna, making the team, I think was a good call, because Prasidh Krishna, one, has the tendency to concede a lot of runs. Two, Prasidh Krishna, according to me, hasn't really done much to cement his spot in the T20 side. Mohammad Siraj, on the other hand, solid experience, passion, much, how do I put, in terms of experience, much ahead. In a World Cup scenario, it's a good call to have somebody like a Mohammad Siraj who will get a lot of experience in to this bowling attack. In the absence of Jasprit Bumrah, who may be laid low by viral fever, it will be Mohammad Siraj opening the Indian bowling along with Arshdeep Singh. So the team is given Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma to open. Wankhede could be a high scoring game. We all know the pitch will be excellent for batting. Dew Our reporters were saying that could be, I mean, right through the World Cup could be an issue. So Shubhayan Chakraborty and Devashish Sen in Mumbai along with Shomit Chakraborty for the match. But we will have to see whether there is due. But coming to the Indian team, it's a given. The US, by the way, it's a reasonably decent side. Last time round, they beat Pakistan. They have a number of Indian expats in that side. Uh, it will be a good match to watch. Indian team, Ishan Kishan, obviously Abhishek Sharma. Thereafter, it's a given. Tilak Verma at 3, Surya Kumar Yadav at 4, Shivam Dubey 5, Rinku Singh 6, Hardik Pandya 7. Hardik Pandya will come up the order. Uh, Aksar Patel 8, and then the three bowlers Arshdeep Singh, Mohammad Siraj, and Varun Chakravarti in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah. This is a very, very well balanced unit. You have enormous amount of firepower in Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan. One of them get going, they will tear you to pieces in the power play. Tilak Verma showed against South Africa that he's absolutely fit and raring to go in that warm-up game. Surya Kumar Yadav back in form, can shift gears at any point in time. Hardik Pandya, complete monster towards the death. Rinku Singh can play very, very well as well. Shivam Dubey in recent times has improved. So that batting order, not to forget Aksar Patel at 8, could definitely be sent in as floater up the order as well. Now that's some batting. That's some batting. You have Aksar Patel at 8. India really, really boasts of a very, very well oiled unit. Four all rounders in that side, if you take note. Shivam Dubey. Once Washington Sundar comes back, you've got an Aksar Patel. You've got a Hardik Pandya. You have multiple different all rounders in that side. And you will have Tilak Verma, Abhishek Sharma, Rinku Singh, each one of them capable of throwing in one ball, over each if you need, as per Surya Kumar Yadav. So this is a really good Indian outfit. In with the bat, with the ball, and as Michael Clark told me, Hardik Pandya, his number one pick in T20 cricket. The fielding, if you take a look at each fielder, Abhishek Sharma, safe. Ishan Kishan, good fielder. Surya Kumar Yadav, good fielder. And again, very, very safe in terms of catching. Tilak Verma, very decent fielder. Hardik Pandya, absolute ace fielder in terms of acrobatic catches and everything else. Rinku Singh, brilliant in the boundary line. He will patrol the brown boundary line. And a terrific fielder will run really hard after balls. Shivam Dubey is a safe catcher now, not the best, but definitely a safe catcher. Aksar Patel, if you remember, some really good catches. And then Mohammad Siraj, Varun Chakravarti has improved. He's again safe, not the best in terms of movement, but overall, it's a reasonably good fielding team. I do not want to see too many dropped catches from India. That's something that has been a problem in recent times. That's something that T. Dilip has to actively work on to make sure. That's something that India really needs to kind of sort out, especially for the knockout stages when there will be a crunch situation. You cannot drop your catches. I think overall it's a gun sign. By the way, I went to Eden Gardens today to watch the Holland versus West Indies game. Just came back about 5 minutes back. Shimron Hetmar, really good innings of 60 plus, and good cameos from Rovman Powell and Sherfane Rutherford. Because West Indies, you have to remember, started very slow. Brendan King and Shea Hope, 62 of 10. Scotland kept things in check, were bowling really well, good wicket to bat on. Shujanda has produced a really nice wicket. 12,000 people at the Eden Gardens for a Scotland West Indies game is a decent enough crowd. 12,000 for a Scotland West Indies game is solid crowd as far as I'm concerned. So overall, really good afternoon to go and watch cricket at the Eden Gardens. Enjoyed myself, watched one innings, and then quickly came back to do the show with you all. Enjoyed myself. Coming back to Pakistan, I will take questions, but let's analyze what's going wrong for Pakistan, or what could have gone wrong except that dropped catch changed things. I think this is not a T20 outfit. If you really take a look, Babar Azam cannot bat the aggressive way that modern T20 cricket demands. Salman Ali Aga cannot bat the way that kind of aggression. At lower down, lower middle order, Pakistan does have some aggression in Mohammad Nawaz and then Shaheen Afridi can use the long handle, Fahim Ashraf can use the long handle. But top of the order, Sahibzada Farhan, yes. But otherwise, Saim Ayub, you can say does. But the middle order, it's a very conventional kind of batting lineup with a Salman Ali Agha, with a Babar Azam. And that's where I think Pakistan will struggle against good quality units, very good quality units. Because with this kind of team, whether you will be able to get a 200 plus score, can you power on and get that? Today also against the Dutch, 76 for 2, the match was in the bag. And by the way, 76 for 2 in 7 overs or 8 overs, 8 overs rather. So you clearly had the match in the bag. From there on, you were 29 adrift with 2 overs to go. So you are actually saying from 8 to 18, 10 overs. 10 overs, Pakistan had scored 19 and 24. 10 overs, Pakistan had scored 43 runs, loss of 5 wickets. That's the middle over statistic as far as Pakistan is concerned. So 43 runs is what they scored, the loss of 5 wickets. That's the kind of statistic, absolutely abominable statistic as far as Pakistan is concerned. That's why I don't think this Pakistan has the team to go the distance. I think boycotting India game would be their best possible solution. From what I know, the Pakistan media, there is a buzz there that there could be a U-turn. From what I know, they are waiting, definitely going to wait for the Bangladesh elections. From what I also know, this politics could go down to the wire, and no decision might come in the next couple of days also. This could be one of those issues which kind of stretches on to 12th or the 13th, and no one really knows as to what will happen. It will strain fans' nerves. People will cancel some of them. Some of them will land up in Colombo because, from what I understand, hotels are refusing to pay cancellation because hotels are not willing to give money back. Flights, you will not be able to cancel non-refundable tickets if you bought non-refundable ones. So overall, the situation isn't great, and Pakistan will not formally communicate anything. Back channel talks are indeed on. I think Mubashir Usmani, the UAE Emirates Cricket Board chief, has also now gotten in. So Mubashir Usmani is also into the mix to try and negotiate with Pakistan, to try and convince Pakistan that this is a wrong call. Monetarily, economically, it will be absolutely ruinous. I've given you the breakdown yesterday. The broadcast terms, ICC will lose this kind of money, and then the trickle down effect will come to every board, whether it is New Zealand, whether it is Sri Lanka, whether it is West Indies, whether it's Pakistan, whether it's Bangladesh, whether it's anyone. Sri Lanka has officially written a letter. They have repeatedly stressed the point that during terror they were there for Pakistan, they've helped Pakistan. Pakistan should not do anything that kind of really impacts the Sri Lankan tourism industry, the hospitality industry, fandom, because all tickets of this particular match are sold out or will get sold out. So India versus Pakistan, Sri Lankan government is assured of money from the hospitality sector, from the aviation sector, from the tourism sector. Sri Lanka stands to lose a real lot of money. Now that will become a problem for them, and they've reminded the PCB that Sri Lanka stood by Pakistan at a time of crisis, at a time when Pakistan needed them the most during terror. So will Pakistan reciprocate or will Pakistan not? But from what we've seen on the field, this Pakistan team could get hammered by a quality opposition if they do play India on current form. If India versus Pakistan does happen, chances are India might just romp Pakistan and thrash them. That's how good India is on current form, and that's how poor Pakistan is based on what we have seen against the Dutch. Let me take some questions. No one will watch all these bogus matches. Please try to cover NFL, Super Bowl. Folks, people will watch football first, but your idea about covering Super Bowl or NFL is not a bad idea at all. Multi-sport, but that does not mean people will not watch. The Pakistan match had created enough flutter on social media in our work. All of us were thrilled to see what the Dutch were doing. So there are enough and more takers. 12,000 people watching the Eden Gardens West Indies versus Scotland match football first tells you that there are enough takers. I thought there will not be more than 2,000-3,000. 11,886 is the official figure that has been given by the ICC. a number of spectators today at Eden Gardens. Shayan Ganguly, India in a group with four minnows, great competition among the other four. Who would come second? I don't think so, Shayan. I think USA is a good side. I actually think USA is a good side. They do have a number of good players. They will push a couple of teams. They might, obviously India is much better, but they might just challenge India and they might challenge Pakistan big time. I don't think it's a group of four minnows. I'd say USA and Pakistan one notch above, and and Pakistan, based on what we've seen today, is a couple of notches below. Maybe not a minnow. That will be a tad insulting. And I will put USA and Pakistan at par. I don't think Pakistan is ahead of the US. Suman Avasti, Netherlands lost the match only because of lack of experience. I agree. When the dropped catch happened, Suman, all of a sudden Max Sodoud draw, sort of slapping the floor, slapping the ground. He was kind of nervous. You could see that pressure was getting to the Dutch. I mean, that dropped catch, all they needed to do was focus the next ball. And Logan Van Beek, who's 35, a man of enormous experience, bowled slot, and Fahim Ashraf, one ball was good enough into the block hole and Ashraf wasn't able to hit. But the other balls on leg stump, easy pickings, bowling into the batsman's slot, go, and those are easy shots towards the death from someone like Fahim Ashraf. So I agree with Suman Avasti. The Dutch came under pressure, and you could sense that in their body language that they thought, oh, we had a chance, and the match all of a sudden slipping away. That's what happens with associate teams. You get one opportunity. You've got to take that opportunity and close it out. This could have been a World Cup upset against Pakistan in the first game, could have been the biggest ever victory in the history of Dutch cricket. That's how important or big it could have been. So you feel for the Dutch. You feel that they were near, yet so far, because they could have won that game. And had they won that game, imagine what that could have done for Holland cricket. Shoboshachi Basu, that catch cost Netherlands the match. Doubt they can beat USA or not. I don't think they can. I think USA is a better side, Shoboshachi. I absolutely think the US is a better side. We've got to see what happens, but this was the best opportunity for Holland to really script their mark and make a telling statement at World Cup stage. I thought at 29 of 12 balls they had the match in the bag. They should have won that game. Shayan Ganguly, we've taken yours. Babar is leading run scorer in T20 cricket. Really fun thing. He's still not won a Player of the Match award. Played an impactful innings. Stat padding doesn't really help. He can be the highest scorer. He can be anything, but he's not a match winner. And as long as he's not a match winner, he has no place. Stat padding doesn't help. No Player of the Match award, no Player of the Series award. Why? Because telling impact has not happened. And unless you have telling impact, these kind of numbers, oh, I can do any number of runs, but unless and until those runs are kind of helping my team win a game, there's no real value cricket addict, and that's the problem with Babar Azam. Anyone who watched the NFL this season knows Seattle's the favorite. Consistency, dominance, both sides of the ball picking. That's how Super Bowls are won. When I was teaching at the University of Chicago, I used to be an avid fan. I have to confess, since coming back to India, I haven't watched that many, very fleetingly. So I must confess this. But when I was in the US, also in Canada, teaching at the University of Toronto, was an avid fan. Not just NFL. Used to watch baseball as well. Wrigley Fields and the White Sox both were kind of weekend haunts for me. With some of my students, Sean Brown, who actually taught me baseball and the nuances of baseball. So those were my days in the United States. Uh, Somebody says, "Shut up, you! It's my show, my turn to talk, my turn to do whatever I want." So, believer 70, that you're a believer. Then why don't you believe me? If you believe me, know that these are pearls of wisdom coming your way to mature you, to make you enlightened, and make you aware of what's going on in world sport. Rajiv Uppal, PK looks like a very ordinary team. Pakistan. Babar won't qualify for any IPL team also. I kind of agree. That Babar Azam on current form, Babar Azam on current form looks very, very poor. Very, very poor. Very poor. Bumrah playing Boriada Sapra. There is less chance of Bumrah playing if they push that's a different matter. Otherwise, unlikely is what I have heard, that they might not want to push, they might not want to sort of, take a chance. They have a Mohammad Siraj in their ranks, they will go with Arshdeep. But if they think that no, we want to make a telling, it's nothing that can't be circumvented. But it's also about being a little cautious at the start of the World Cup and not pushing. So it will depend on that. Unlikely is what I've heard, Sapra, V Sapra, but we've got to see. Amartya Chakraborty, so sad when Holland lost their match. I thought I would order pizza and enjoy the feast, but God had other plans. Absolutely correct. I was actually at the Eden Gardens outside of the clubhouse waiting. I was watching on my phone and then went in, and all the talk in and around that Eden Gardens, a lot of people were there watching, was about Pakistan possibly losing. What that would have added to the World Cup. A real zing, isn't it? Real zing, Pakistan, but they've escaped from the jaws of victory. Won't happen every day. It's a pretty ordinary side. Dhanush Boryada, if ICC fails to penalize Pakistan, could India give a win to the Netherlands in our last game? If Netherlands win, also Pak gets eliminated. No, I don't think such things happen. And if India does that, then India is also liable to be penalized. There are instances in international sport where this is fixing. This is not happening. It doesn't happen like that, Dhanush. Pakistan boycotting, only Pakistan knows, like I said, from what I've understood and heard, there are talks of a U turn. There are talks that the Sri Lankan board letter has kind of put Pakistan under pressure because they want that geopolitics with Sri Lanka also. A lot depends on the Bangladesh elections. If Tariq Rahman and his BNP, which is now being supported by Sheikh Hasina's party, so if BNP comes to power, then I don't see Pakistan kind of boycotting. There could be a U-turn. If the Jamaat comes to power, then there could be a hardening of the stand and the boycott going through. So will it be impacted by the Bangladesh elections? We have to wait and see. But chances are very likely that the Bangladesh elections could have a telling impact on the Pakistan-India match. Why does Eden Gardens get away with having practice pitches on the main field? It's unfair. No, a lot of grounds have it. A lot of grounds have it. I don't think any ground in India allows. No, no, no. Many, many, many grounds. Many grounds have practice pitches on the main turf. Not just in India. Not just in India. In other parts of the world also, there are many grounds that still have practice pitches on the main pitch. I can rattle off names for you. Many grounds across the world as well. Eden Gardens is not the only ground. Okay, lots more questions. I was shocked when I heard Abhishek say that people feel batters need time to settle if bowlers put pressure on them. So why can't we do the same from ball one? That is correct. I mean, imagine the man's mindset. He's actually saying that from for him, every ball is a story, every ball is a kind of spectacle. If he misses one ball, doesn't matter, focus on the next ball, hit it out of the park. The kind of mindset, when we talk about mental stories, making of a champion or the champion mindset, this is the kind of thing that one talks about, that how he has programmed his mental fortitude in a manner that from ball one he is on the aggressive. Absolutely brilliant mindset. গ্রিন কার্ড পেলে আমিও এনএইচএল দেখবো, অমর্ত্য নিশ্চয়ই দেখবেন, নিশ্চয়ই দেখবেন, সমস্ত ধরনের খেলা দেখবেন। 2028 লস অ্যাঞ্জেলেস অলিম্পিক্স অতি অবশ্যই দেখবেন যদি আপনি তার মধ্যে গ্রিন কার্ড পেয়ে যান। আই উড রেকমেন্ড ইউ গো অ্যান্ড ওয়াচ দ্য লস অ্যাঞ্জেলেস অলিম্পিক্স। Uday Pratap Singh, wonderful decision of Mohsin Naqvi to boycott because this performance can just give them another national humiliation against India. That's what I said, Uday. If Pakistan play like this against India, they stand no chance. They absolutely stand no chance. They would be absolutely rogered, hammered, whatever you want to call it. This is not a team that can really challenge India or take India on. I think we can do well in baseball if we invest in this sport. Yes, we can, because it's kind of similar in that sense. But the pitchers, that quick pitchers, etc. There are a lot of expats, but why haven't we seen someone really break through into the circuit? So it's not that easy. I mean, there are a huge number of Indian expat population in the US. Have you seen any baseball pitcher coming out from the diaspora? No. Anurag Malpani, Boryasa craze for T20, not anymore. Cricket can never compete with football as far as world events are concerned. Football World Cup is a once in a lifetime thing. Make no mistake. But this time around, even football World Cup. Tell me, who cares for for a match between a Cape Verde and a whatever. I mean, no one cares. No one cares. With the kind of visa situation in the US, 48 teams, nobody gives a damn about the first round matches, Anurag. I mean, once the the a round of 16 starts, I can still understand people will watch. Otherwise, it is total nonsense. I mean, nobody really bothers about the stage of 48 with a lot of pretty ordinary teams with the expansion. So I don't think the FIFA World Cup, especially with the visa situation in the United States, will be full by any stretch of imagination. World Cup started with a big upset. Applaud for Park beating a big team like Netherlands. Well said, Fitbank. You're right. It could have actually happened, right? I mean, and had it happened, it would have been the story of the day. Fitbank. World Cup started with a big upset. You guys have it said well, man. Harshit out, Bumrah sits out. What's India's combination going to be? Who bats eight? Aksar. Aksar, and then in 9, 10, 11 is Arshdeep Singh, number 10 is Mohammad Siraj, number 11 is Varun Chakravarti. It's a straight cut team. And if Bumrah slots in, Mohammad Siraj goes out, Bumrah slots in. That's the team. So the bowling unit will be Hardik Pandya, Arshdeep Singh, Mohammad Siraj, Varun Chakravarti, Aksar Patel, Varun Chakravarti, and Aksar Patel. So that's your kind of bowling unit. Your number 8 will be Aksar, number 9 will be Arshdeep, number 10 will be Siraj, number 11 will be Varun. So Aksar, Varun, the two spin options, plus your Arshdeep, Siraj, and Hardik, your three fast bowling options. Plus you have a Shivam Dubey to roll his arm over with the over. You have an Abhishek Sharma, you have a Tilak Varma, and you have a Rinku Singh, who can easily give you one or two overs. So that's going to be India's combination. If Jasprit Bumrah makes it, then obviously Mohammad Siraj will have to sit out. Babar is leading run score. I've taken that. Cricket Addict World Cup started with a big upset. I've taken that. Fitwang World Cup. Oh, same question. Okay, I think I more or less. Can you think USA can beat Pakistan again? Yes, Syed Nizamuddin. I do think USA can beat Pakistan. The US side is not a rollover side. They have some reasonably decent players. They have some good quality players, good quality cricketers who will be able to challenge Pakistan. And there's no question that the USA does have the talent of challenging Pakistan. What's the score in the West Indies Scotland game? West Indies 182 for 5, Scotland 55 in 8 overs for 3 wickets. So West Indies reasonably in control. Scotland is a decent batting unit, but from so far what I've seen, West Indies definitely in control. Amorto, there's one player, Arjun Nimala plays for Toronto Blue Jays, is only 20 years old. Yeah, but you haven't seen real breakthroughs, right? I mean, the way Ichiro or somebody from Japan really broke through the ranks in Major League Baseball, even the Dominican players from that area, that belt, or from the Far East, I haven't seen anyone in that sense really break through. So I doubt if that analogy can be actually applied. I'm going to watch the England versus Scotland. I would like to meet you, sir. I'm going to watch England versus Scotland. I also live very near to your house. Maybe someday, 100%, 100%. Of course, of course. I mean, Anurag, there's no question. We will meet. Always good to meet fellow viewers, fellow supporters of Rev Sports. SR8 supporter, 19th over bowler kept bowling in slot exactly. Logan Van Beek, much experienced bowler, I thought should have done better. Logan Van Beek should have done better. He kept bowling slot, kept bowling length, and Fahim Ashraf just got under the ball and tonked him there, tonked him there. That was a poor over. One ball, he pitched it right up. Or he could have, if you see the 18th and you see the 19th, you will know. 18th was continuously short, hit the deck, and Pakistan, the shot hit the dead ball. Pakistan was trying to play that ball, wasn't successful. Why would you not take a leaf out of that book and try and bowl that short, slowish short ball and force the pace? Let Pakistan force the pace. Bowling slot allowed Fahim Ashraf to get under the ball and play those big shots. So I totally agree with you, SRH supporter, on this particular question. Cricket Addict, on about Bumrah, he's not been seeing it. No, Bumrah has been quite fine for me. He's looking lean. He's bowling 142, 43, 140 plus again. He's absolutely in fine fettle, looking fit to me. And no Hazelwood for Australia. Bumrah could easily be the bowler of the World Cup if he sort of is in fine fitness with which he is. a fit Bumrah is an absolute asset for India. রূপায়ণ গুহ নিয়োগী স্যার ফাহিম এর ক্যাচটা ড্রপ না করলে আজকেই পাকিস্তান আউট হয়ে যেত, একদম ঠিক বলছেন রূপায়ণ। That catch was indeed the turning point, and that catch drop cost the Netherlands the biggest upset. Is Pakistan boycotting? I've answered that. Rupayan, I've answered that. Bumrah 12 খেলবে তো, yes, 100% খেলবে, 100% he will play, because it's nothing serious at all. Viral fever will miss my favorite fast bowler. Yeah, a lot of people will say that he's their favorite fast bowler. He's the best fast bowler, that one of the best fast bowlers of all time. Reason many Indians aren't in baseball due to sort of cultural factors, hard to explain. But I live in the US, age group baseball has certain complications. Could well be. I'll give you one example, Dhanush. When I used to teach at the University of Chicago, if you take, and I used to teach a course on muscular Christianity. If you take Tom Brown School Days, if you take the Indian edition, it has Tom holding a cricket bat. If you take the American edition, you will have Tom holding a baseball bat. There are cultural differences. I used to use that cultural trope to drive home the point about international history of sport. And is there an international history of sport? So I understand what you're talking about. The cultural exclusion and the experiences that you're talking about make a fair point. And you are right. You are right. There are certain complications, but much like cricket, which has stayed a diaspora sport until and unless the US people, the locals, take to the sport, it will not become mainstream. It will forever remain a diaspora sport. Similarly with baseball, until and unless the Indians make it their own, it will. You will not see a real breakthrough among the Indian diaspora for playing baseball. Who will replace Bumrah? DSP. DSP definitely. DSP 100%. Prediction for India, if they bat first, 200 plus for sure, 220 definitely on a good Wankhede batting wicket, if not more. Siraj should play, Siraj will play if Jasprit Bumrah doesn't play. Opening ceremony sharp 6 p.m. Yes, and opening ceremony Gargi Raut will be back with the pre-match show with all our reporters from the venue. Devashish Sen, Shubhayan Chakraborty, and Shomik Chakraborty. All of them are in Mumbai. Shubhayan might do Hindi. Shomik travels to Colombo tomorrow. So you will have all-round coverage of the World Cup. Shomik in Colombo, Gargi and Rohit Juglan in New Delhi for the India-Namibia game. Rohit Juglan has done a Vaibhav Suryavanshi interview and Obigyan Kundu interview. All of that is on our site, so you can go and check those out. Rohit and Gargi will be in Delhi. Shubhayan and Devashish in Mumbai. Shomik will be in Sri Lanka from tomorrow. I myself will travel to Colombo on the 12th for all the drama that is expected to unfold. So, प्रियांशु पाकिस्तान आज अपसेट हो गया, पाकिस्तान जीत गया. On that note, चलो भाई शो भी खत्म करते हैं and catch up soon. Gargi, as I said, will be back with you at 6 p.m. in exactly 21 minutes from now with her pre-match show. Thank you very much for watching.